Sir, how do you view former President Donald Trump's role in this recent shutdown crisis, particularly his demand for a debt ceiling increase?
Thank you for inviting me first. The issue with Trump is that he doesn't have command and control over members of the Congress. This is obvious. We have 535 people in the Congress. The crisis over the spending is not new. I think the world has become used to it. The American people has become used to it. When Clinton was president, there was this issue too. There was Newt Gingrich leading the Republicans, and the Republicans had to cave in because Clinton was more popular, and he was able to blame the Republicans. Now, with Trump, he didn't get everything he wanted, and there are Republicans who don't see eye to eye with him. The Democrats are united, but the Republicans are not united, and Trump did not get everything he wanted.
Mm-hmm. Well, sir, from an international perspective, how does a government shutdown impact the US's global standing and its relationships with allies and adversaries, or does it have no bearing whatsoever?
I think the world has gotten used to it. There is so-called essential. Anything deemed essential will continue to function. So it's not like you're going to have a shutdown of everything. The government will continue to function. But there's going to be big inconvenience. So, for example, we are now the Christmas holiday. Imagine not paying people during this time of the year. That's going to make a lot of people angry. So you have services that affected people will be affected, paychecks for employees, government employees, but the essential services, essential work of the government will continue regardless.
Mm-hmm. Well, the Republican Party faced internal divisions during this crisis. How do you see Trump's influence affecting the party's cohesion and the leadership of the House Speaker, Mike Johnson?
Well, in the past, we saw that the Republican infighting has been complained about a lot. I mean, there is one speaker that wrote a book really scathing criticism of his own Republican Party. I think his name was John Bonnier, if I recall. Can't remember his name. But he was a speaker from Ohio, and he wrote a book that was really hard on the Republicans more than on Democrats. And then we had a big fight also that with the intervention of Trump when during Biden's time earlier, that this conflict was ended with the intervention of Trump at the time. But you have 535. They have different agendas, they have different constituencies, they have different needs. When you say, I want to cut spending, which program you're going to cut, it will affect a certain area. If you have a government program in your district, your constituency like it, they want it. So cutting it. So this is the bill, this budget has like all kinds of programs that benefit all kinds of people. So he's going to have, Trump is going to find it very difficult to really have them line up and march to his orders. It's going to be very difficult because Congress is used to handing out money here and there, and it's like a Christmas tree, the budget. Everybody gets something.
Well, Dr. Khatib, now the shutdown threat caused significant anxiety among several federal employees and the general public. What do you think were the domestic repercussions of this crisis?
Well, it tells us something about what's coming. The divisions are still there. I don't think that Trump has command and control over the Republicans in the Congress. For example, there was an issue of when he's nominating people that some Republicans said, no, these people are not fit to serve. We're not going to approve them, and he had to remove their nomination. So there is no command and control. These people are elected separately. They will not just do whatever Trump wants. They have different values, different priorities. And yes, they are Republican. Yes, he's Republican, and they see eye to eye on many issues. But they will stand up to him on some issues and say no. And he has to convince them to vote. Now the Democrats, the other thing, interesting thing is that they are lined up all together. They stuck together. It's the Republicans that were divided during this.
Yeah. Dr. Ihsan Al-Khatib, the political science professor from Kentucky, thank you very much, sir, for joining us on the show.